welcome back to my channel. We'll be taking indexes in pandas. In our last class we took filtering and ordering, so this class will be taking indexes and we'll be using the same data set. So let's scroll over to our last class and see. Look at what we did last class. Taught you a lot of things in Python pandas and how to handle your data sets. We went through a list of commands and statements. As you can see them, very beautiful. So they just look good. So I'm just going over to the last class and seeing what we did when we listed our items. I taught you on how the axis where we use like as well, and I told you to remove the brackets and all of that. So we'll be using the same data set. We just copy our data set, copy here, and then we'll do our usuals, imports, pandas, speedy, then our data frame should be pd.read underscore csv, then our normals, raw text, and then paste them here, and we'll call our df, and boom, that's it. Do you understand? So let's read the pd.set options. I think I'm making a mistake. 234. So definitely. Oh, sorry. I made a mistake. Oh shit. So Pandas has no. Am I making a mistake? It's my marks. Making a mistake. Sorry about that. Alright. Should go now. Because I knew there was something wrong. Okay. Show us our full. Yeah, that's what I wanted. So what do we do? Now we're talking about indexes and how to use them, how to make a particular column an index. Several ways you can make a particular column an index, and a lot of things. So let's move on. You can also say from here. You can do from here. I'm reading it. Let me see, index column should be equal to the country. Yeah, let's run this. Okay, yeah, that's indexed the country. Okay, now we have made the country an index column. So like we did in the last class where I taught you index and some syntaxes that use country as index, and some syntaxes you can use to remove the index, to add the index, and all of that. So there are ways you can do it. So let me tell you how to remove the index by using the reset index syntax. Yeah. Now this reset index resets your index, removes this country as the index and turn it to a plain data frame. But there are ways you can, if you do it like this, if you just write this, mm, it will not make it permanent. If you rewrite your data frame on another line, it will show your normal blank data frame. Now let's see it. It didn't even do it. It didn't even show. It just showed it like this. Assuming, can you see? It reset index only on this line. And when we call the data frame, it went back to the normal way it was. So now if you want to make this permanent and changed, you use a function called the in place. It's called the in place function. So you use the in place true, in place true was true, yeah, and you run. Okay, now you can see it's now reset back to the normal, and that's giving it an index value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and all of that. So it's a very, very beautiful statement used to reset index. It's called the reset index statement, and as well as you all know now, we can also set index in another way. As I taught you in the last class, there's another way to set index aside using this from the original. Let's go back to our let's set index. So our index will be what? Country. So you cannot use it in place now. Taught you already. So you learn how to use various keywords. And let's call our data frame. Okay. Now it has set our index as country and it has replaced it. Can you see how easy Pandas is? So without that in place, it will not be permanent. It won't be permanent. It will always change. Sometimes it might not even make it a permanent index, or you might not reset it permanently, or you might not even reset it at all. So it's a very powerful statement you can use when coding. Now, as I said, in indexing there are two statements that are used to filter with index. The first one is the loc, and the second one is the iloc. The loc means the location. You find out the location of that particular data or the row you are looking for, or the particular data itself. And then the iloc fishes out the index of that data. Do you understand? So there are various ways of doing it, as you can tell. So let's start with the loc. Save the loc. Loc df. Then what do we do? What do we want to? Let's say we want to target America. Let's find it very beautiful. Okay, Bulgaria. I'm going to Z. Okay, let me say Philippines. Philippines. Okay. And the location of Philippines. Where is it taking time? Okay, 1L. I think that's the problem. Oh, double P. Sorry about that. Okay, here's the position of the Philippines. Right, brought out. Now the difference between the loc and iloc is that in the loc you write the particular index, the column you indexed, that's the country, and the particular data under the column country, particular data under the column you indexed. Now for the iloc, you just write iloc, you just write the number, the index number, that's all. So that's just the main difference between the loc and iloc. So if you have been asked anywhere what the difference between the loc and iloc is, you just tell them that the loc is for the data itself and the iloc is for the position of the data. So you can say, let's see, 40 So let's say 230. Alright. So 230, the capital Leon, the continent Africa. What's the name? Okay, you cannot return the name because the country name is the index. So you now run down. Is there a way to look for it? No way, no way. So you can just move up. Sorry about that. Okay, look for 230. Okay, so 230 Western Sahara, El Ain, Africa. So that's just how beautiful you can use your look and eye look. And then there's another thing I would love to talk about. It's a very important aspect in indexing and fishing of colon. As you all know, I've taught you about the set index and all that. So now, I might have said it in the previous class. You can set index with two columns. Very important, and you will see where I use it, and you see the importance. So you can set index with two columns. I'm not sure, did I take it last class? So two columns can be set indexed, and they can be indexed well. So how do you do that? You write, okay, no, I didn't say it last class. So you write the list of what you want to be indexed. I said it last class. You write the list of what to be indexed, and then you can sort, you can do various things on them. So I'll go over them again, and then you will remember if I said the last class, but then it's not a bad thing if I re-explain, right? So we'll go over it and see how it plays. Alright. So CDF dot set underscore index. So set index, setting my index, create a list of country and capital. Doesn't matter where you put the position. Now it's in place. So going to none of country. Okay, we have to reset index first. Create this CDF dot reset index. So this in place true works where you do not want to assign it to a variable. You know, if you assign df to the variable without adding it in place, it will work. Something like this. Something like this. Solution where you don't want to update something called the df. You can see. So it works the same thing. You can assign it to a variable or use the in place true, and then as you can see it's back to normal, and then it sets the country and the capital as indexes. Now this is a very crucial aspect. Now we want to organize this, saying the importance of it. We want to sort this. We want to sort it in an ascending or descending manner, whereby the indexes can be sort, their positions can be sort depending on how you state it. Is either in ascending manner or descending manner, doesn't matter. As long as you can write it in one line, you can write it in one line or write it in two lines. Now we have written our two indexes. Now this next thing we have to do now is to sort index. In the last class I did another way, but still valid. Sort index. Okay. We say ascending. Now for the first, Is it capital? I said no. Continent. Continent. I have to reset index again. And then continent. Okay, capital continent now. I think continent, capital, continent and country. Continent should be first. Country. Okay, I have to go back again and redo this. Then we'll do this. Okay, continent and country now. We saw this one in an ascending manner and then descending for the country. So let's see. True, false. Let's see. No follow keyword. Am I making a mistake? Segment for the keyword. Where is that problem coming from? Okay, I think I know where the issue is from. It's a list. It's a list. It's a list. Do not forget, it's a list. So, okay. Ascending. Why is it ascending the? Okay, no, it's not. I wanted it to be. Then let's try false and true. False, true. Alright. Did it work? Did it work? It didn't. I'm not seeing any changes. I'm not seeing major changes. What do we do now? It's not showing me major changes. Sorting this. True. False. Let's go again. Oh, then you're not giving major. Okay, let's try the sort values. Oh. Okay. Let's try it on now. Since we have listed the sort values, we have to fill our continent, country. I wanted to do it in a way that we don't have to list this country and continent, but since it didn't work, let's try. Still not working. So there's a problem in this ascending. Is there a problem? Let's try using the in place. See if it works. Okay. I think it's in place. So we can use the sort index. Oh, I did not assign it to the df. Yeah, I was making a mistake. So let's sort index. We can use it without using the in place. Sort index. We don't need to tell this. We don't need to tell this. Wait for the background noise. We don't need this. If you use the in place, you can move this or you reassign the df to it. So sorry about that. Yeah. So shows all the country in Africa. As you can see, I arranged the continents in alphabetical order from the lowest to the highest, from the first to the last. and then arrange the country from the last to the first by using the sort index. There are two methods of using it, of sorting. You can use the sort values, but in sort values you have to state what needs to be sort. But then in sort index is used for already indexed data frame. Just list what needs to be indexed and all of that. So now let's use our look and I look. Let's try and see. Dot look. Okay. Let's say Albania to produce an error. Should produce an error. Yeah. Said wrong indexing. So we have to list the continent now and then the country. Is Albania in Africa? Let's go. Let's check. It's not in Africa. Where was Albania? Let's check the first. Europe. So we'll check Europe. We'll fish out the data. No worry. See Europe, write the continent, and then Europe, Albania. Let's see. Yeah, fished out. How am I listing? Yes, Europe, Albania, capital, Tirania, and all of that. So for body iLook, let's try the iLook. iLook will return the first, just the first one. So that's why one thing I love about iLook. Where is Albania? Albania should be one. Let's see. Returns an error. So since Europe is first, let's see. Let's just try producing an error. So it didn't work. So that doesn't work for it. Based on iLook, I'm sorry. Well, this should work. I'm just trying this for the first time. Not really. I use look majorly, but should return the first. Yes, it returns only the first. I know it will be like this because of its indexing. So let's try double and see. See, returns ZMB. Oh, for iLog, this returns the specific. Can you see? It specifies. Then this tells you the first continent, which is continent, and then now the second one tells you the second column. So the first number is for the row, and second number is for the column. Now let's go and fish it out for the row, and then the column. I'm sorry about that. Just gonna say row column 0, 1, 2 returns the column where it falls under 0, 1. So Albania, where did you return? Let's go to our recent index. Yeah, these are recent. So 0, 1, 0, 1, 2. No, let's see again. ZMB returns the CCA. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. Capital, rank, and CCA 3 ZMB, and then in the row returns 0, 1. As you can see, 0, 1, 2 is Lusaka, and then the CCA 3, which is the short form ZMB. So what's the name of the country? Zambia, under Africa, capital Lusaka. So it's beautiful, helps you fish out your data and index out, find out your column, your rows, data from your. So it does a lot of things. So it's best you master all these codes, these lines of code, these syntaxes. They'll be very essential for you, for us, the teachers, and all of that. So thank you for stayed up late for this. I think I have to go to bed immediately because this is 4:24. I have not rested at all today. I just had to do it because of you. We'll see you in my next class. Stay tuned, stay active. Remember to keep the follow button on. Follow up, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell to receive updates from me at all times, and do not fail to pay attention to every class. Thank you. I rebranded my DP. You guys should just look at it. Stay safe. I hope you enjoy my classes.